Hey my little minnows, this is Jamie with Basket Girl Crafts, and I'm going to do something a little different today while I chat with you guys. This channel is about diamond painting, cross stitch, gardening, life updates, my journey, the whole gamut. If you enjoy that kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share with your friends if you think they would enjoy it as well. Yeah. This is an adult channel. Yes, this is an adult channel because there's foul language. Or sometimes there is. Sprinkles. I've got a Flemmy coming up to help me. This is AMZ05. This is the rose from Rebecca's collection. So, this is Rebecca's tray, the Admore's S tray. Jim's Handmade Pin Shop over on Etsy. This is the teal and copper. Got the pin tip off of Amazon, and I do believe it was off of either Temu, AliExpress, something. I don't remember where the other one is. It's Broom. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. I'm doing okay. Crinkles. Let's see what we're going to work with first. Should we do number 7? Where's 6? Y'all, it's been so long. Don't listen to me. Number 7 is number 6. And number 7 is number 3 on the camera. So these two are mixed in behind it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about confused the pee out of myself. So, glad you guys came along with me with that one. Alright, so this color is, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to kit this up, but we're just going to kit it up in the bag. Because I'm being lazy. And this should not take me but just a couple of days, right? Right. Okay. So. And there's no reason for me to keep the stickers other than the extra stickers, because, yeah, well, you never know. Look at that static. 3, 4, 5. We got one of the babies, or no, 2 of the girls fixed. So now we have Clover, Peach, and Zelda all fixed. That was one of my birthday presents. This month is my birthday month. It's my cousin's birthday, my aunt's birthday, my granddad's birthday, my dad's birthday, Roger and I's anniversary, and my birthday. So, yay! A lot of Februarys. Miss Gizmo did pass away. She was one of our calico cats, the older cat. She passed away on the 1st of February. So, there is that. Yeah. We are going to, let's see. Let's see if I can pull out one of these big pieces of cover sheet. Yes, I can. Ooh. Alright. So, I'm just going to work along here. And do we get more done? we get more done, right? I think that's going to take more than enough time. So, how are you guys doing? It's been hectic here, as per usual, you know. Our weather is completely bonkers. Here in Oklahoma, we had, well, in our little town, well, I will say on our property, I'll put it that way, we had 12 inches of snow. I'm turning this sideways. You guys can't see. Oh, come on. Ah! There you go. I'll make yelling noises here in a minute. Alright, so we're working with number 7. And I have glue dots in this instead of my putty because I was having issues with my putty. And apparently I'm going to have issues with this flipping glue dot. Okay, we're going to do the dab on the forehead to see if it'll loosen it up just the oils from your skin. You don't rub your forehead with it, you just tap it a couple times and it calms that glue dot down immensely. So I got back. Okay, starting off. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I'm on the journey to figure out what in the heck is wrong with me. I don't sleep. When I do eat, it's yeah, I'll put it that way. Get it straight, Jimmy. It'll straighten it itself out here in a little bit. Yeah. The doctor is upping my Trulicity to a 4.5, which is the highest dose there is. I saw the endocrinologist, and I adore her. She said because I've been dealing with the same symptoms, the not sleeping, the fatigue in the mornings, you know, I just thought it was just, you know, me not sleeping, right? No, they think that I have Cushing's. So that is also affecting my sleep, my quality of life. We're doing blood work to see what is going on there. I did a few days ago, went up and did blood work for, you know, fasting. I didn't eat for 10 hours. And that same morning, the only thing I had to drink was a drink of water at 5 a.m., which Boss can attest to. And I hadn't had anything to drink after that. So, yeah, this is my journey. That's not anybody else's. If you would like to talk about your journey, leave it down below. And, you know, maybe we can strike up a conversation and maybe be each other's partners and, you know, keeping each other held accountable for what. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, my fasting blood sugar, Flint, stop, was 130. My blood insulin level was 40. And I don't know what the blood insulin level means. I'm ignorant to this. My brain just, it won't wrap around it. So there is that. The doctor has me on some very specific tests because she even said that if the tests don't come back with the results that we need, I can still diagnose you because cortisol does weird stuff, and sometimes you can't catch that when it's in its moving around phase. Yeah, however you want to call that. She said normally cortisol is, how did she put that? It wanes off through the day, I think. And then at night it drops, and in the morning it comes back up, but then it lowers during the day. Well, what's mine is doing is it is spiking at night, which is causing all kinds of other issues with my blood sugar. So there is that. Yeah, so fun. They took 15 vials of blood out of my scar. Just glad she was slick at it because, yeah, it didn't really hurt. Yeah, so we're doing that. My birthday present, well, one of my birthday presents was getting the girls fixed. Hi, Clover. That's Miss Humboldt Squid. Because she will reach out with them claws and just pull you to her. And it hurts. It was her two sisters that we got fixed. Thank goodness, because yeah, no more kittens for us. We can't. No, we're not doing it. PetSmart and Walmart have went up on their prices of wet cat food by almost 10 cents a can. So it's like, no. We have a little, like, it's a Crest. I don't know if it's a like a nationwide market, or I don't know, but they have boxes of cat food. And the last time we were in there, they were $29.98. Clover, ma'am, get off the top of my books. You're gonna knock them all over, honey. Get down. Hang on, y'all. Clover, come here. Thank you much. Get off my damn shelf, you hoochie. She's on the top of the damn shelf, metal shelf we moved in here. You know. Anyway. They had it on sale for $29.98. Awesome price, right? For 48 cans. So I was like, hell yeah. Well, then there were $5 coupons on the boxes. So it was $25.98 for 48 cans of cat food. So we were like, well, hell to the yeah. So we got 2 boxes for us and 2 boxes for Mom. Because we can't afford, it's already tight. Yeah, and I don't know why they're raising the prices anyway. Because that just seems to be ridiculous. But there is that. Boss. Yeah. Next week, right before my birthday, I have to go and get 4 or 5 moles removed. So I get to choose which ones those are. Yay me. Because we're going to start getting... I'm not somebody that's vain, right? I'm not. I don't give 2 shits. I don't wear makeup. It's... Being a caregiver is too much effort to try and iron your clothes, de-wrinkle your clothes. It's like they're going to get wrinkled when I'm sitting in the car going somewhere. You know what I mean? And, at least my clothes are clean. That's, at this point, that's a plus. Because it's been a struggle, y'all. So, we got the most important things done, which is getting the girls fixed. And we're getting my body back under, we're trying to find the causes of why I can't lose weight. And my appetite is all over the flippin' place. I will go from And I told my doctor this, I told the endocrinologist, and that's why I went to an endocrinologist. I will end up having to go to a gyno maybe for see what's going on with my hormone levels, but that's neither here nor there. Because I shouldn't have any hormone levels. Because all the bits are gone. But the PCOS is a beast. But, let's see. You got that done. I just got done baking cookies. They are, well, this variant isn't a diabetic friendly, but, you know, yeah. I am not on insulin because I am insulin resistant. They haven't put me on insulin. I hope that they don't. I don't mind giving myself shots. That's not the issue. It's the whole insulin thing. I needed my insulin to be high for that blood work, and it was, it corroborated my story to the doctor, which was awesome. My body didn't say, "Hey, dum-dum, we're going to make a liar out of you," which was awesome. So that's good. Those two are stuck together. There's a little piece of trash there. Boss has got me some surprises coming for my birthday. Hopefully they get here by the middle of the month. Everybody remember that February 14th is Valentine's Day. If you want to get your significant other, loved ones, something for Valentine's Day before the stores sell out, I'm giving you the heads up. Yeah. My recording is kind of scattered at this point because I am run flipping ragged. As y'all know, I was going to PT twice a week. They have released me from PT because there is nothing more. Well, they're saying that my insurance gave them an allotted amount of time in order to get a certain amount of visits done. And I don't agree with that. I don't think my insurance did that. I have had nothing but issues with them and saying certain things about my insurance, and then my insurance saying, no, you're covered. Like for my elbow, I need occupational therapy on my elbow from my surgery because I still have no feeling in the parts of my elbow, right? So it needs to have if nobody's ever been to PT, they have a thing that stimulates the nerve and helps heal the ultrasonic, and it helps heal all this, right? But I mean, I've got decent strength. Look at that. I find that but I still have no feeling up here. So, and I know that it's going to take a while for it to, yes, I was flexing. Your girl was flexing. I know it's going to take a while to get that nerve because the mass was so large in my elbow. Yeah. So, but they don't offer the treatment that I need. So, I am going to have them refer me to somebody else for my elbow because my doctor was telling me one thing and the therapist was telling me another about my insurance, because I had called my insurance and I was like, hey, what does this, am I covered? Because the therapist was like, well, you're not, the insurance isn't covering it. The insurance doesn't cover your elbow. It's like, yeah, it does. because I had PT from my hand when I had carpal tunnel surgery, right? It's not a big deal. Nope, the insurance doesn't cover it, blah, 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 blah. It only covers your back. And I told my insurance that, and they started laughing. They're like, no, we don't just cover your back, we cover your whole body. It's like, well, that's what I thought, but that's what they told me, was y'all just covered my back. And he was like, no, we cover your whole body. It's like, okay. So they wanted to send me, the doctor tried to get me referred up here, but they kept saying they didn't take my insurance. And I'm like, well, I'm already going up there. How do they not take my insurance? You know, it's just, the right foot doesn't know what the left foot is doing. So, there is that. Yay. They're like archaic anyway. It used to be an amazing facility, and it is just, it's not what it once was. I'll put it that way. Amazing staff, but they lost their front end person on about the 5th of January, and she retired because of family thing, and they're having the therapists are having to screen the phone calls, and yeah. What I personally think happened was I had to cancel a couple appointments because of weather and because boss had to have a hip injection. I did have an appointment that day, and I called 2 days prior. It wasn't like I called the same day. And I canceled that because I didn't know boss's pain level, what was his pain level was going to be after he had this injection, right? Well, I'm glad that I did cancel it because, yeah, it was, let's just say there was the 5-inch needle and it was all the way in. All the way in. So, there is that. He doesn't have any connective tissue disease via his RA doctor, which is the one that's diagnosed him with fibro. Yeah. So there is that. What else? He's got to do blood work too to see what his D3 levels are, because his D3 levels were like in the negatives. They were so low. It was ridiculous. They were so low. Let's see, what else? Tip, arm, back. And you talk. Let me tell you something. Y'all, I had been out of pain. I had been out of pain, like only having to take like an ibuprofen, kind of out of pain. Today, not so flippin' much. I'm not happy. My shoulder has flared. My left one, I have, she manipulated, she was moving me around and twisting and bending and didn't really explain to me what was going on. It's, I'm an adult, it's, yeah. And she did ask me, she's like, do you have PCOS? And I was like, yeah, I have PCOS endo. I was blessed to have both of them. So, yay. And then she manipulated me and she wanted me to do another exercise and she's like, okay, you're done. And she's like, oh, I'm like, okay. Like, oh, all right, And I just put a piece of tape on that because for this, and that way when I kit it down, I know which color it is. Where did you go? I heard you fall. Yep, right there you are. So there is that. Yeah. It's I think we still have snow on the ground. I think. We have, I think it's supposed to be close to 80 on this weekend. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Today it's in the mid 40s. So, yay. We plan on getting, I have to take Boss to his headache doctor. And then we got to go do a little bit of shopping. We did get approved for the SNAP benefits, but they were basically cut in half. So, it's going to be frugal. Trying to get fresh fruits and vegetables and that kind of thing, and meats whenever meat is so blasted expensive. Because Boss doesn't have a eating protocol, even though he's in congestive heart failure. We still don't know why he's in congestive heart failure. So we are trying to get him into a pulmonologist to see what the next step is, because he's healthy, other than, he's in congestive heart failure and nobody can tell us why. So he's had the angiogram, he's got no blockages, he's nothing. There's no reason that he should be in congestive heart failure. So yeah, there is that. He gets to do his cancer screenings this year. Cancer does run in his family. Runs in mine as well. Dementia runs high in my family. So do strokes. So I am being proactive with my mental health. And I went and was tested for mental health things, because I don't know the name of everything that they tested me for. I got the results of that in the next couple of weeks. So, yay. I couldn't remember the word counter today. That was my word of choice that I couldn't remember today. I was looking right at it, and I was pointing at Boss, and it's like, that thing. He's like, you mean the counter? It's like, yeah, that thing. Because I couldn't find the word. It's so... I don't want to say it's stupid, but it's irritating. Because I can look at the thing, but the word will not come to me. So, I don't know if that's to do with some of the Cushings. I don't know, but we are figuring it out. I told my PCP that my stomach is not talking to my head, or my head is not talking to my stomach to tell me that I am full, because I will eat a meal and then I'm like, ooh, I'm still hungry. Let me go eat another meal. I don't. But and I'm not, the scale is not moving. It is stagnant. And that's pissing me off. Because, I think I've been on this shit for, let's see here, I got on it in April or May of last year. And I have lost 6 pounds. Maybe 8, 10. I'm not happy. I am really, really not happy. The endocrinologist said that if we need to, we'll switch to the O. I don't want to go on the O because of the side effects. I've got enough issues with my eyeballs. So, but they put me on metformin. Y'all, I don't want to be on metformin. That's, but it's the extended release. So we are hoping that will help regulate my blood sugar. Yeah. My cholesterol has been cut almost in two. So she's like, how did you do that? I said, I have no idea. I have no idea. I take a cholesterol pill, but I try to eat a lot of vegetables and that kind of thing without the oils and that. So I try. I mean, and especially, you know, over Christmas and Thanksgiving, all that, you know, I was sick from Thanksgiving until Christmas. So I didn't bake anything. And I barely cooked, you know, I didn't even cook Christmas dinner. I barely cooked Thanksgiving dinner. I barely ate. There was a lot of leftovers that went to the critters on that one because I couldn't, you know, I was so ill. But, yeah. Let's see here. What else? What else? We're keeping a close eye on the labs and stuff. That way, you know, if I do have an issue, we're on top of it. My liver, I did have a fatty liver, and now I don't. Yay! So that's amazing news. That's one less thing that I need to worry about. You know, that I don't know, that there's basically no symptoms for. But yeah. Get to work on water this weekend. Because we still have no hot water. Yeah, it's boiling water, putting it in a bucket, and scrubbing. And getting you some hot rinse water. So we are all nice and clean. So yay. It'll be I want a shower, y'all. I want to take a nice hot, and I don't do hot showers. I don't. But your girl's wanting a nice hot shower. I need to wash the stress away. Stress away. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see here. I made cookies today. The SNAP benefits are changing. You're not allowed to buy certain items after the 15th of this month. You know, I understand, you know, but there are no children in our home. I am, you know, I know it's a controversial subject, but people took advantage of it, and now everybody has to pay for what a certain few did. So there is that. You know, one bad apple spoils the bunch, is what Granny used to say. So there's that. Boss. I think that's all the updates on me. I think. Other than I have to take a pill to do my other set of labs, and they have to be done at a certain time in the morning, and I have to be fasting, and you know, booey. That was my mouth, by the way. Let's see here. What else? Boss. He went and had the hip injection. Well, it did not help. So he is now being referred to a spine doctor. I know that I think I mentioned about his MRI and his EMG that the doctor could not find in his report. The EMG was not there. And it's like, well, I know we went to it. We got billed for it, so why isn't it in his file? So we are going to start over with his back and leg. And we're going to go to my ortho's recommended spine doctor, because y'all, I was at my wit's end with doctors, and I told her this after it was all said and done. I explained to her I was done. I was done trying to get my arm fixed, trying to explain to doctors that there is something there that's causing pain and discomfort. And I told her whenever because Boss went and saw her because she's an ortho. I said, you gave me faith back in doctors actually giving a crap, that they actually care. Because I had went 2 years being in that kind of pain with that mass in my elbow, and God only knows how much bigger it would have gotten if it would have been left in there. So I had him go see her. She's the one that recommended the injections. She thinks he needs to have a hip replacement. He's not. He just turned 50 years old. So, we are looking at that as our future. Yeah. It's, yeah. I apparently I was just born to be a caretaker. A caregiver. Caretaker. Because that's what I do. Yeah. I know this is going all over the place, and I'm all over the place, and it's getting hot in here. We have this window sealed up, and there's no outside air getting in. And it is warm in here. So, yeah. Yeah, he has to go be seen by the oncologist. Is that what that? Audiologist. Oncologist. The audiologist, because they want to get him fitted for hearing aids because he is deaf. Yeah. So yay on that. Yeah. It's hearts. I didn't know if you guys could see that through the video. It's a whole bunch of heart background. And plus I'm having a pain spike, so yeah. I told you I would keep it real with y'all. And I am doing my very best to do that. I know my channel might suffer a little bit with the videos coming out a little bit less consistent. But hopefully after we get this water situation fixed this weekend, I can get back to making videos the way that I want. So there is that. It's just, we saw Boss's RA doctor, and she wants labs done because, like I said, his D3 was so low, y'all. We don't know why it was low, but it was low. So there is that. Fold that and get a little piece of tape. Oh, when I talking to my endocrinologist, I was telling her about my nails, and she said that's a sign of Cushing's. So it's like, so I've been dealing with all this shit for as long as I have been, and absolutely no one of my doctors linked it together that it could be Cushing's. You have to be your own advocate, you know, because if you aren't getting the results that you need, go to somebody that will help. They are out there. They might be few and far between, as I have found, but they are out there. I thought I saw a piece of trash. Did I not? Apparently not. Apparently not. So, there is that. That is the okay. That's awfully dark, isn't it? Okay. Trust the process, y'all. Trust the process. So, I did notice yesterday that I started feeling like I was being electrocuted when I got home. And I took my blood sugar, and it was 82. And I had the shakes and all this other kind of stuff. I guess because my blood sugar has been so high for so long, my body doesn't know what a normal blood sugar is. And I was told by the endocrinologist that once my cortisol levels get back, once we start working on those, because those are going to be next, I will go through almost like withdrawal symptoms. Headache, nausea, fatigue, all of those things. Because my body has been fighting this basically my whole life. And yeah, so I am so looking forward to the headaches and the fatigue and all that. And she already gave me nausea meds for the metformin. I have not started taking the metformin yet. Like I said, this is my journey. You know, I'm just bringing you guys along with me. So if you are having a rough go, you know that there's somebody real out there that will keep it real with you 100%. And yeah. Because I'm not fake. I can't fake being fake. It's just not in me. It takes too much. I'd rather be me and have a few people not like me, and have people appreciate me for... Holy shit, that was loud. Somebody's out there pew-pewing. Once it's another rig exploding. Yeah. If you guys hear on the news that there was a rig explode in a small town in Oklahoma, yeah. Yeah, that's near me. We are not affected, but that's near me. Yay for being on the news. And now there's been a couple big booms, a few helicopters flying over, you know, just shit today, yeah. A bunch of earthquakes. So, there's that. But yeah, I just want Boss to be back to himself. Me, you know, I don't know what it would be to be normal, per se. You know what I mean? Yeah. Boss ordered me a new purse. One that I picked out, but ordered me one that's going to be big enough to hold my water, my wallet, all the meds, the, you know, the glucose meter, all that. So, yeah, yeah. That's another birthday present. Yay! It's not like that I couldn't have, you know, went out and got one, but, you know, makes him feel special. So there is that. And getting the cats fixed. That was the big boy. That was the expensive one. Getting them fixed. Because, no. No more babies. We have Dixie to get fixed. And we have Lola and Ro to get fixed up here. And we're done with the girls. And then we'll start cycling through the boys. So. And down at Mom's, I think she's got Luna, Marty, Ruby, and the mom. Yeah, she's got 4 down there that we need to get done. So, we'll get them. Slow but surely. Drop the drill. So, yeah. We're getting there. We're making a damn dent in it. But, yeah. I've got to let my doctor know that the therapist has released me. And I want to go to a different location. Because, you know, they didn't work on my back and my thoracic where I always hurt. There's not a day that goes by that I don't hurt there. They worked on my damn neck. I don't need my neck worked on. I had the injections for that. You know, they messed up the... Yeah, I came home yesterday with a headache. I was not a happy camper because of how she manipulated me. Oh, y'all. I was not a happy woman. And if I'm not a happy woman, Boss isn't a happy man. So... And nobody wants Boss upset. Trust me, nobody wants Boss upset. We have our arguments, y'all. We do. And because we are around each other so much. Most couples couldn't be around each other as much as we have been. It's like COVID on steroids. Okay? We've been together almost 15 years. And he got hurt December. What the hell's crawling on me? There is nothing. Okay. Hi, Dad. He got December... Words. He got hurt December 18th. I got him to the ER on the 19th because he had to drive home of 2011. We have been around each other 24/7, 365, except for like 4 days or 4 nights. We didn't sleep on the same property. So, excuse me. I don't know of any other couple that could handle each other that being around each other that long without having a few squabbles. But yeah, and I know I irritate the piss out of him, and he irritates me so bad sometimes. I call him Moanin' Myrtle. God, y'all. Y'all. Because, in his sleep, because he has night terrors from being in service. And, it's bad, y'all. It's so bad. It's like I'll throw stuff at him. Because we don't sleep in a bed together. We have ottoman here, or a couch here and a couch here. But they're like little love seats. We got them at Costco. The little gray, like 2-seater with the ottoman. Well, they're facing each other with the ottomans between us. Because the animals like sleeping on the ottomans. So we can't, deny the babies. So it's been 5 years since we slept in the same bed together. Yeah, something, I don't know. I don't remember. That's as good as you get for me. I don't remember. I don't remember. What in the world is on me? Oy. Alright. You know what? I am going to take this and I'm going to cover that up. But you guys go ahead and do the things. I love these big pieces of cover paper I got from Mercari. They're awesome. And they fit perfect. That would fit that whole diamond painting. And then I don't have to worry about it drying out. Nothing. And then this, I have to hide from my cats because, Lord have mercy. Yeah. We still need to do the rest of the drills. The rounds. We need to go through the extras that I have. I need to work on Pippi. I've got, let me show you what I've got done on Pippi. Because, yeah. Let me get this put away first. Because I'm just going to stick it back in the bag. And then the next time Mom's got Big Boy out, we see each other. I'll work on this and hopefully be able to spend a little more time and get it finished. Because, yeah, I need to start finishing stuff because it's starting to irritate me. Everything irritates me. I'm in menopause, y'all. Everything irritates me. Don't you know? Okay, this is what I got done with Pippi. I got that and that done. I think you can see all that. So I got the first, 6 inches, 5 inches, 4 inches, I don't know however many inches, done. Beautiful. It's too much. If I am being truthful with myself, I don't know why you're wiggling. If I'm being truthful with myself and to you guys, it's too much. A big canvas like this is overwhelming me. And I don't know why. I love the image. I will finish this year. Mark my words. I will finish it. It's just going to take me a while. I feel guilty taking time for myself. Because there's so many other things that I could be doing. Even if it's sitting on my ass watching YouTube on the TV and on my phone. Yes, I do both because I'll mute the TV and scroll, but I won't turn the TV off. I don't know. Hopefully we find out soon. That's the next point of contention. I'll put it that way. Yeah. So, if you would like, I have posted my cookies in my Facebook group, on my personal page, on the community tab. If you would like the recipe, let me know. I posted it in the group and I posted pictures. It makes 32 cookies of the way that I make them. You can put your diabetic sugars, your diabetic chocolates, your healthy peanut butters. It's a very, very versatile recipe. All it is 2 kinds of sugar, flour, 1 egg, a stick of butter, vanilla, salt, baking soda, a half a cup of oats, 1 cup of flour, and your chocolates. And I put walnuts in mine. Put chopped walnuts in mine. I put extra chocolate because I like the chocolate. And it's nice chocolate. And I'm going to use it. It's been in my stash for a couple of years, so I'm going to use the chocolate. Yeah. So I use semi-sweet and I use milk chocolate. But Boss likes the recipe that I did with the monk fruit sugar. The Splenda substitute for the brown sugar. We just got some natural peanut butter that would do good in that. You just whip those sugars, the eggs, the peanut butter, the salt, and the vanilla. You whip that until it's light and fluffy. And then you mix in your nuts and your oats and your chocolate. And then you stir that flour in at the very end. Just fold it in. And with your, I always put the baking soda before I add the flour and the oats and that kind of stuff, because I know I'm going to mix that in real well. And then you can either chill it, which I like to do, for like 2 hours overnight, 2 days. The longer you let it set, I think the better they are. But you don't have to. You can scoop that out with a cookie to scoop, plop it on your tray. It makes 32 cookies. And you're good to go. You can even, I haven't tried it with protein powder yet. I need to do that. I was going to, but I forgot. But, yeah. You might be able to add some peanut butter flavored protein powder. But if you add extra peanut butter, it's okay. If you add extra chocolate, it's okay. It's going to hold, it's barely going to hold together. And it is a stiff dough. But it is worth it. They are yummy. They are delicious. So, if you want the recipe, let me know down in the comments and I'll post it. I'll just post it on the community tab. It doesn't matter, whichever ones you want. I am going to go and chillax a little bit because I did dishes and all that kind of stuff, and we're still having to boil water because we have no hot water yet. Mom doesn't have any hot water either, so it's been fun, y'all. It's been fun. This weekend, that changes. It changes. So, anyway, you guys do the things down below. Do the share and the comment and all that, and hopefully soon we will start working on that Glistening Wings Heaven and Earth design. The salve that I haven't started yet. So, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. There's so much, y'all. There's so much I need to do. Hopefully soon I will pull myself up. Getting the answers will help. And I will be able to get some more stuff done. Take some more time for me. I will talk to you guys again soon. Very, very soon. Happy February, y'all. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is just a few short days away. Get your Get your Valentine something. Get your Valentine something. This is your reminder. Get your Valentine something. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Bye, y'all.